Today I am going to explain graphical representation of a data. What is the meaning? If we represent the data in graphical form, that is called graphical representation of a data. It is very well said, no? See what is written here. One beautiful words, one beautiful statement is written. One picture is better than the 1,000 words. If you show one picture, then you can easily understand what is that picture is going to say. Okay, so by representing the any graph like this graph represents the actual information of the given situation. Okay, what data are representing here? We can get easily. Come on, the representation then becomes easier to understand than the actual data. Okay, now in our course, bar graph is included here. Okay, bar graph is what? A bar graph is a pictorial representation of a data. Like see, this is the picture representation here. We can say pictorial representation of a data in which usually bars of uniform width. Uniform width means equal width are drawn on x-axis depicting the variable. Okay, on x-axis there is a variable. Like I have taken data of class 9, but I have 5 sections here: A, B, C, D, and E. Here, what is variable? Variable is your sections. Okay. The value of variable are shown on y-axis. What are the values of how many students are in each section? Then these shows the like a y-axis, yeah. And heights of the bars depend on the values of the variable. Height of the bars. How many students are in section A? How many are in section B? How many are in C? Like this way, these heights shown the values of the variable. Okay, come on its questions. Yes, now the question is, the following data on the number of girls per 1,000 boys in the different section of Indian society is given here. This is your question and data are here. Section like SC, ST, non-SC, ST, backward districts, non-backward districts, rural and urban. How many are there? Number of girls per 1,000 boys are given here. Two things we have to find out. First we have to draw bar graph and at last we have to find the conclusion. Conclusion C, rate per 1,000 boys is less. Clearly you can see by the data, the rate per 1,000 boys are very less. Okay, now come on the solution part. Yes, come on the solution part. According to the data, I am taking one scale. See here, on x-axis I am taking section and on y-axis I am taking number of girls per 1,000. See here, on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 section and on y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 girls per 1,000. Okay, now see here, and I am making one one clink here. This is called clink, zigzag sign. This is called clink here. Okay, because here is 0 and here is 900. Up to 0 to 900 the same data are here and we cannot represent 0 to 900 on one single paper. That is why I have taken common number up to 900 and made one clink. Okay, first for section SC it is 940. 940 is here. Okay, 940, then one bar. Okay, then for ST 970. 970 is here. This is for ST. Then non-SC/ST 920. 920 is here. Okay, backward districts 950. 950 like this. Non-backward districts are 920. 920 non-backward districts. 920. Rurals are 930. Yes. Now in urban, how many urban? This is 910. 910, 910 is here. 910 urban. After that you have to shade it. Okay. Then it will look good. Like this you have to shade. Then after. Now the next question is, given below are the seats won by the different political parties in the polling outcome of a state assembly elections. Okay, see, political parties are A, B, C, D, E, F, and how many seats won it is given to you: 75, 55, 37, 29, 10 and 37. What to do? You have to draw bar graph, and second, you have to find with the help of bar graph which party won the maximum number of seats. Okay, come on. For making bar graph, we know that political party we have to take on x-axis and number of seats won on y-axis. Okay, for that I have to take scale. On x-axis, 1 centimeter equal to 1 political party I am taking. Okay, on y-axis here, 75 is the maximum, 10 is the minimum. So I can, if I take 10, 10, 10, 10 interval, so it will be 1 centimeter equal to 10 seats. It is okay. Come on. See here. First is 75. 75 lie in between here. So A party is 75. What about B party is 55. 55 will lie here. 55. C party 37. 37 will be here. Near to the 40 it is 37. Okay. Then 29. 29 D party is 29 near to 30. You will get easily on graph paper. You can draw easily on graph paper. Then here is 10. E party is 10. 10 is clearly shown here. 10. F party is 37. 37 in between 30 to 40. After that you have to shade. Now this is the bar graph. On x-axis I have taken political parties and y-axis number of seats. Okay, then what is the second question? Which party won the maximum number of seats? Well, we can see clearly party A won the number, that is maximum number of seats. What is the answer of second? Party A won the maximum